What's up, guys? So today, the car's gonna talk for a little bit. The camera's gonna go off. Today I'm gonna talk to you about, I might have to sneeze. This is the worst intro ever. What it's like to drive a 500 wheel horsepower daily. Excuse me. What it's like to drive a 500 wheel horsepower car in the city, or not really the city, but around town. The first cold start. And I gotta drink my coffee. Alright. So now that that's out of the way, might be a little loud. I apologize. That's the first thing about driving this car. One, it's super loud, so everyone knows you're coming. Now that I don't drive this car every day, it kind of reminds me how loud this car is, because I drive Michaela's Civic now that we kind of work together. Her Google job didn't work out, management reasons, but we drive her car to work every day. So I drive this car here and there, probably only about once a week or once throughout Monday, Friday, but today I'm taking it out so I can make a video for you guys. Trying to upload as frequently as possible, but make quality videos for you guys. So I asked you guys on my Instagram what kind of videos you want to see, and this was one of them. So first off, it's loud. We're sitting just under 2,000 RPMs, and I like to sit for a little bit, even though I feel bad for my neighbors. I don't like to start the car and go driving right away. I hope this is a good angle. I didn't want to put it over there today, but yeah. All right, so let's start off with noises. First thing is exhaust. Second thing is, I do not know if you can hear the surge tank in the back, but the surge tank in the back is quite loud. I wouldn't say, like, it's not a deep sound like the exhaust rumble. It's a very high-pitched, tinny sound. I'm trying to figure out something to compare it to. I don't know. It's just like a very whiny sound. So no matter how loud your music is, no matter how loud your exhaust is, you're still gonna hear the whine. Subaru. You're still gonna hear the whine of the surge tank. Now you can either drown that out by not focusing on it, which is really hard to do, because I can not focus on it for maybe like a couple minutes at a time, but then I realize it's still back there. So the surge tank is very, very loud. It doesn't help that my entire rear is gutted, so I have no plastic frame stuff, trim pieces on my trunk, and I have no back seats, and I have like none of that cardboard styrofoam stuff in the trunk walls either, because that's where the surge tank is. So just noises of this car is very loud. You got the constant humming of the exhaust, and then you got the constant whining of the surge tank. And then here and there, I doubt it'll happen in the morning because the car's not even gonna get that hot, but the car will backfire, after fire, whatever you want to call it, just randomly from time to time. Like when you're decelerating and you push the clutch in, it'll go bah! I believe you saw that in Monday's video. If you saw, I was rolling up to a light, just push the clutch in and boom. Downshifts, you get a lot of them, upshifts, and then yeah, so that's mainly it for noises. I'm still running the ACT HD clutch. My clutch is fine. I have no issues with my clutch. It's such a light clutch that I'm so used to it. Jeremy drove my car though, and he said it was heavy. Declan, I believe, said it was heavy, but I mean, you get used to a clutch within like 3 days of driving the car, so I'm not too worried about the clutch. It chatters here and there, yeah, but that's the thing with a heavy clutch. So I mean, no real argument or issues with the clutch. But so one thing I loved about my Stage 2 Plus, I don't even know what you want to consider it, setup when I was 85 and 344, how low I could spool the turbo. So my turbo would start spooling full boost, 34, 35 RPM, and I could rock it out. Granted, I couldn't drag the power band all the way out. It would fall on its face around 6,000 RPM. Now, this car is not a street car at all, what per se. My RPM, where I need to be for full boost, is 5,000 RPM for full boost. So that's insane, because on a road, on a public road, one, the exhaust is going to be stupid loud, and two, by the time I'm fully boosting, I'm running out of road. So this car is basically highway track. Canyons are actually kind of hard now, finding the right ratio and finding the right RPM to be in for a canyon cruise. Because on the 344 map, I could just exit out second, third gear, but now like sometimes I need to be in first gear, which is a little ridiculous. But this car is no longer like around town street car. It's definitely, you got to really walk the legs out, really wind it out to get where you need to go. So that's a little bit of a bummer, because I used to love just being able to do short 1-2 pulls to get in front of someone, or to do a fast acceleration after a light. And now, like, I can't even really do that. First gear is so short now too, especially with how much torque this thing has. By the time you get up to 5,000 RPM, which kind of takes a while now, it's very laggy. The time you hit full boost, you need to shift. So like, I rarely ever do a first gear pull. If anything, I'll lightly run into it, but I'll mainly do a second gear, third gear, fourth gear pull. But I mean, drivability of this car is so great. Just besides the fact that it's laggy underneath like 4,500 RPM, that it's loud. Coilovers, no issue. I'm running ISC still. Rodell says they're a little harsh. I mean, yeah, they're not the most expensive like Olin's out there, but they definitely get the job done, and I enjoy my coilovers. The ride ride is like what a modified car is. It's not comfiest, but it's not a straight race car either. It's not a straight race car either, where it's killing you every single day. Now, I also am running the Sparco seats and harnesses. I've gotten so used to them that I actually prefer my Sparco seats over like the Honda Civic seats that Michaela has. I think these are more comfier. I think they hold me better. I think just the seating position is overall better than Michaela's. I just enjoy these seats better. Really, Mustang? Just trying to peel out. But just think of this as like, it's gonna seem really dumb that I just called it like that, but your STI on steroids. It drives the same way. You drive it like any other car. There's no real things that make it a hassle drive. I'm not fully gutted. I'm not caged. Declan's Miata, that's fully gutted and fully caged. That thing, there's no AC either. I have working AC. I'm super glad for that, because it's been 90-ish degrees outside. It's just, it's a functioning car. So I can still drive it, I can still take it on road trips, I can still do whatever I want. It's just, you gotta factor in that it's gonna be loud. The ride quality is not gonna be as great. And gas mileage sucks. I get about maybe 8 to 12 miles per gallon, less if I get on it a lot. But see, I'm slowly walking the RPM. That was only 4,000, and I still had 1,000 RPMs to go if I wanted to hit some boost. But uphills too are kind of hard in this car, because the torque is so low, down low, that getting up a hill, you really gotta wind the RPMs out. It's not bad. If you guys are ever, I always throw this out there, if you guys are ever in the area, please message me if you want to go for a ride. I'm always down to give you guys a ride. I'm actually surprised that not many of you have wanted to go for a ride. I'm not a mean person. I don't bite. I don't hold grudges or anything. I mean, I consider myself kind of weird, I guess. Everyone's a little weird, but yeah, if you're in the area and you want to ride, hit me up, take you out for a ride, show you guys what I'm talking about. You guys will be able to hear for yourself, feel for yourself, and just experience this car for yourself. I want to say this is probably one of the fastest WRXs on YouTube. Like, someone who posts consistently. There's a lot of guys with like a lot more higher horsepower builds, but they don't post as much. So yeah, it's not that bad of a car. I do think I have to get rid of the front splitter because just the way it picks up so much speed now, I noticed that actually underneath some of the self-tapping screws ripped out. But this car, once you get into boost and it's pulling, it just pulls for days. It is, I have to go against Peter's GTR. I want to see how this thing does. But it just pulls you hard. It pulls long, and it's crazy to think that I've gotten into this stage of my car, which is kind of crazy. Definitely not a daily driver anymore. I mean, it could be if I wanted to make it to be. It's just, why would I want? Why would I want to? Because I love driving this car, but I don't need to drive this car every day. But yeah, that basically covers it for what it's like to daily drive, or not daily drive, what it's like to drive a 500 wheel horsepower WRX. It's still a functional car. I still kept everything in it basically that you need for comfort: AC, radio, comfy seats, stuff like that. But if you guys have any further questions, please feel free to ask. I know I didn't do any polls or anything. It's because I'm driving to work, and you know, honestly, I see a lot of my coworkers and some of the students driving to work too. So I try to keep this car low key in the city, like, because you never know who's around you, right? And when you do a pull in this thing, as Rodell says it, all eyes and ears are just instantly zoned in on you. This is not a sleeper car. This is a loud car, which, I mean, I've always been a fan of loud cars. But if I wanted to be a little more sleek, not as look at me, I definitely would have gone with the quieter exhaust. But I just love a loud exhaust. I love hearing my car. And yeah, I'm at work, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are enjoying these frequent uploads. I'll probably upload a video. I'm trying to upload a video Thursday. I have to drive, or I have school starting, so I might do a day in the life. Let's see how interested you guys are, but catch you later.